What's up guys, welcome back to another vlog. This week we have so much stuff to do. We have this truck behind me, it's a Toyota Tundra. We're gonna be disassembling the whole thing today, as well as taking off the old wrap that has been on here for 8 years now. So pretty crazy stuff. I've never seen a wrap last this long, but it has, and it goes to show that it can last 8 to 10 years. So we're gonna be disassembling this today. As you guys can see, it does have a little rough spots right here, bubbling up where a seam was, and I think right here has some wear and tear on the back, and around the corners, but you know, it's lasted 8 years. This has definitely done its time, and it was used daily and taken out to deliver food, pick up orders, and obviously stuff for their business. They are local here in Seattle. This is actually Sean's dad, Asian STI's dad. So we're gonna be doing a full wrap on this truck in Gloss Dark Gray by Avery Dennison. We were originally gonna do a Nosotec, but a Nosotec only comes in 65 feet. And for this truck, we're probably gonna need about 75. So we did not wanna have to order a full another roll and pay the full price. A Nosotec unfortunately does not have the option to order in yards yet, but I'm pretty sure they will here soon. But we're gonna start taking this apart, taking off the material. Normally we would let it sit out in the sun for a couple hours, bake, and then pull off the material so it's a lot easier, but it's raining outside today. So, you know, lucky us, Washington. So we're gonna have to take it apart with some heat guns and get on that. So we'll see you guys soon. All right guys, so that is it. We just finished up taking almost all the material off the Tundra. It's blue, I didn't know that. I thought it was silver originally, but no. So it's all off. We are ready to start disassembling the car. We do have a little bit left. As you guys can see up there, we have the roof and some stuff behind the bash bar and on some edges. First, we have to disassemble the rest of the car, fender flares, side trim molding, bash bar, just pretty much everything, just to make sure we get full coverage and to clean thoroughly. But I did want to show you guys how much glue there is. There is a lot of glue. Some is glue, some is adhesive promoter, like Primer 94. It's to help have the material stick in some spots to where like the material is pulling up or something like that, but that's everywhere. They put it all over the seals around where the fender hits. So it just doesn't make sense to me. I know every wrap shop's different, but this has been on for 8 years, so it did look good on the outside. But after taking off the wrap, it's been a pain in the butt, and now we have to go back and completely scrub this stuff. Like, this is just crazy. There's so much all the way up and around the corners, all the way around here. So just gonna have to do that, but it's okay. That's part of the job, and we're gonna knock it out. But I did want to show you guys the color. We are doing a Gloss Dark Gray by Avery Dennison. We were originally gonna do a Nosotec like I was talking to you guys about, but that just fell through due to all of that we have to wrap, but this is it right here. It's kind of like a Nardo Gray, but a little bit darker. As you guys can see, really nice. And then black accents. But we're about to start that here soon, but we really do need to strip all this glue and all this adhesive promoter and completely disassemble the car before we start doing that. All right guys, so it's the next day and we just finished up taking apart the whole entire truck, and now at the moment we are scrubbing all the glue and all the double-sided tape off the side of the truck. Truck is completely disassembled. We took out the back window, took out the trim around there. There's so much glue up and down. As you guys can see, I started down here and down here. Glue all the way around the handle, and glue all up around where the seal was. So there's a lot of glue to take care of today. Gonna start knocking that out, and then probably moving on to the other side, and then I think we're ready to start cleaning after that and start the wrap process. But I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod, show you guys us using the eraser wheel on this glue a little bit, and then move on to the next thing. As you guys just saw, we were just knocking out the side of the front doors, and we just got off most of the adhesive. There was so much, and luckily my buddy came over, gave us some High Solve. It's the stuff that they use at the dealership to get off all adhesive. So we were able to knock that out all the way around and over the fenders. And now we've moved to the back over here so that we can start taking off the back bumper so that we can have full clearance to wrap all the way around here and get some glue that's stuck behind here. But I'm gonna do that right now, and then tomorrow we're gonna start wrapping. The surface is completely cleaned and scrubbed. All we have to do now is wipe it down with alcohol, clay bar the surface before we start wrapping. That's probably what we're gonna save for tomorrow. But today was a really good day. Got all the things that we needed to be done, and now we're actually have a really good base to start wrapping the car tomorrow. But as you guys can see, completely cleaned. There was so much glue up and around here and around the well right here where the fender flares stick up. This is in the clear coat, so we would sand that down, but since we're wrapping over it and then the fender flares are going right back there, there's really no point to ruining the paint underneath. Same with this, the side trim molding is going all the way back and around. Got all the adhesive off with that. Same as the tonneau cover, and this actually was completely covered in adhesive, so we got this all off too. So super excited to start wrapping tomorrow. Gonna be a pretty good transformation because it is an older truck and we're actually gonna bring it back to life and make it feel like a brand new truck again. So super happy about that. We're gonna start on that tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning when we get back on the truck. What's up guys, it's the next day, good morning. We have the Tundra right here behind me. We're gonna be starting to wrap right now. Just wanted to show you guys that there is a couple things, a couple little dings and marks. You guys can see there are little chips here and there around the car. It is an older car, so keep that in mind, but those will show through the material. But we're gonna start wrapping right now, set you guys up on the tripod, and we're gonna completely transform this truck in the next few minutes. As you guys just saw, we just knocked out the hood and the fender in the back, in the front door. We did knock out the back door while the battery was charging, and did knock out the other side as well. So now we're gonna be moving on to this whole back portion, as well as the quarter panel up at the top, and the top of the tonneau cover, which is gonna be a bit difficult. We're gonna see how we can do this. I don't know if we're gonna have to seam it or what, or even stretch it. We have no idea yet. It's 72 inches wide, by like 98 inches long, so the material is only 60 inches tall, so we're gonna have to figure out if we're gonna have to stretch it or do something of that matter. But we're probably gonna start doing that tomorrow morning. We are gonna head out, go get some more material, and then bring it back to the shop, and then start up bright and early in the morning. So I'll see you guys there. All right guys, so we just knocked out the passenger side 2 doors this morning. Welcome back, good morning. We did also knock out this big quarter over fender piece. We did have you guys up on the tripod, but unfortunately it ran out of storage and had to run to Best Buy, so that's my bad. But we're gonna start knocking out the passenger side. Mateo's cleaning it right now, making sure that it's completely free of debris and getting off all the adhesive underneath, because there was a lot of primer 94 under here, so from the previous wrap. So knocking that out, and then gonna do that, and then we're gonna be moving on to the trunk, or the tailgate as you would say. Just messing up my words today, but that's what exactly we're gonna be doing. Throw you guys up on the tripod and I'll show you guys that right now. Alright guys, so real quick, we have a Mazda 3 in here for a quick little roof wrap. We're going to be doing the gloss Obsidian Black from Avery Dennison. It's a brand new color, it's super glossy. The darkest color they have, darkest black as I guess you would say, they have. We knocked that out on a WRX yesterday. So he came in to get the same thing done. We're going to be doing the back of this little spoiler as well. And then we're going to move back onto the truck and start knocking out the roof. So we just finished up the Mazda 3 hatchback roof wrap. We did the antenna gloss black as well as part of the wing or the spoiler and then the whole roof. It's all done in Obsidian Black, so it's like their Avery Dennison's newest black. Has a really nice finish in the end. Done all the way around, corners nice and round. And now we're gonna start knocking out the truck. We have the roof to do in the back of the bed, and then we're gonna move on to the tonneau cover. So now we're gonna start working on the tonneau cover. It is so big that we are actually gonna have to do a seam directly down the middle like the previous wrap shop did. But theirs was a commercial wrap, so they were just lining up the logo that was on the back of the bed. But we're actually gonna have to do a complete straight line all the way across the tonneau cover and then tuck in the back and around the sides, and then also do this little trim piece as well. But we're gonna start on that. You guys will see exactly what we're gonna be doing. The reason why we can't wrap it all in one piece is because the material is only 60 inches tall, and we can't really stretch, 10 to 12 inches on both sides. So gonna knock this out and then move on to the roof. Alright guys, so that is it for today. We did finish up knocking this side out of the tonneau cover. We do have things to do bright and early in the morning. We gotta go get some more material for our next full wrapping. It's a CTSV. Excited to knock that out, but we're gonna finish this other side tomorrow morning, as well as the roof and the little pieces behind the bed, and then knock out the front bumper. But we'll see you guys tomorrow, and gonna start wrapping bright and early. What's up guys, last time we spoke we were just knocking out the tonneau cover. It is completely finished now. We did throw a seam straight down the middle, horizontally I guess you would say, just because the material would not stretch completely over here in one piece, and over there it just would not reach either way. We did also knock out the roof as well as behind the cab, and we did also knock out the fender flares. I did not pick up the camera at all this morning, that's my bad. But I'm gonna show you guys the process of us stripping down the front bumper as well as wrapping the front bumper and then reassembling the truck. There is so much adhesive promoter everywhere, all the way around here in this deep recessed area. So there's a lot to clean and a lot to do, as well as take off this double-sided tape. Then completely reassemble the truck, and it's gonna go back to the customer, and can't wait to get the reaction. It's gonna be really cool to see how it's gonna look and how they're gonna feel about it, because this has been wrapped for 8 years now, so to have a completely new look, it's gonna be awesome. All right, so we started scrubbing the front bumper and the door handles, and we had to take it outside because it was just getting too, I guess you would say, toxic in the shop, so there's just too many fumes. So we came outside. It's a nice day out, so we've just been scrubbing the door handles. As you guys can see, there's a lot of adhesive all under here and underneath the door handle, so they was just scrubbing that so that we can start cleaning it with soap and water before we were able to actually start wrapping. But that's what we're dealing with right now before we stop and hop on the front bumper as well as the door handles, and then we'll be finished with the truck. Alright guys, so we just finished up knocking out the front bumper as you guys just saw, and we did just finish up doing the door handles, and now we're about to start putting the whole truck together. Front bumper is on. We do have to resplice these wires right here that go to the fog lights that connect to the bash bar, so we're gonna start knocking that out. And then all we have left to do is put on the fender flares and the truck should be complete. So I'm gonna show you guys that process right now. Guys, so we are officially done with the Tundra right here. It is all complete and put back together. We did a satin black grille just to separate from the gray on gray, and then we did put all the hardware back on, like the lights up top, the antenna, the headlights, absolutely everything, and everything is completely finished. Super excited to move on to our next project. We have this CTS in here. The boys are taking it apart at the moment so that we can start wrapping that here today. But just wanted to show you guys the finished product. It looks super cool. Really excited that it's all said and done. It's been a really long time with this truck since we've had to take so much adhesive off and do so many other things that we normally don't have to do. But it's complete. It looks really nice. It looks like a brand new truck in my opinion. And I'm really excited to see what the customer has to say once he sees it this Thursday. It is Wednesday today, so he's gonna be seeing it tomorrow, picking it up. Super happy to see exactly what his reaction is going to be. But another quick little walk around. Did put all the trim back on. It does need to be wiped down still. There's fingerprints everywhere, but we did the satin black right here on the tone new trim just to break it apart from the gray on gray. We just didn't really want it to just be gray all the way through, and then it breaks apart right here with the trim as well. But it's complete, it's finished, and we're excited to get it out the door and move on to the next project. But please leave a like, please hit that subscribe button, and then hit that notification bell, because then you guys can see our next full wrap that's coming in and that we're gonna be starting on right now.